The following is a special presentation of Tony Kurre Radio. A show that looks good, feels good, and sounds good. This is When in Rome with Stuart Rome.
When in Rome. Oh, it's a nice saying we use around here. You know, when you're in Rome, you do what the Romans do. Well, guess what? What we do in Rome around here is what we do at the Woodhouse Day Spa, because it is Stuart Rome, when in Rome. He owns the Woodhouse Day Spa, birmingham.woodhousespas.com, birmingham.woodhousespas.com, and he joins us every single week, unlike any other show around here. And if you listen to it, a lot of people are like, that's a really cool show, because we talk about, obviously, the spa business. We take your emails, info@tonykurreradio.net. We always get some of the best emails, but also we do some music. And a week from tomorrow,
Yep.
A week from tomorrow is what?
It is Halloween, and we have a big Halloween week music lineup here for today's show, so it's going to be great.
I cannot believe this is the first time. Well, it's not the first time, but it's amazing to me. Like almost as many people are celebrating Halloween as they do Christmas in my neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's about the same for you?
Same around us. Yeah, we've always had a big neighborhood contingent of adults and kids that kind of go out, and this year is going to be really kind of crazy because it's on a weekend night.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sure a lot of people out there. Hopefully the weather will hold up, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be. We used to always I think Halloween on Sundays was always the best because we get a 3-nighter out of it. You know, the bar business loved it because they could do a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But yeah, when you have a Halloween on a Friday night, good night.
I've got to go, Tony, to I've got to go to a Halloween party for a friend of mine's son who's getting married. I guess it's like a engagement party or a shower. I don't know what the hell it is, but it's on Halloween night, and you're supposed to dress up. So guess what I'm going at?
I want to say Mick Jagger.
Close.
Really?
I'm going as Ozzy.
Oh yeah, oh, that's good. So I was a little close. I was, next I was going to say I was going to go someone in Rush, but I thought maybe Geddy Lee. But that'd be pretty. Right. You could you could pull a Geddy Lee off. That'd be pretty good.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think he's a little skinnier than me, but
get the blue glasses on and get the long hair and get. By the way, I needed to ask you because I know I'm going to get some emails on it. Are you going to see them in concert?
So Rush, I have a contact at Madison Square Garden that I can probably get 4 tickets.
Nice.
But they just added all those shows, and there's some that are a lot closer to me, like Tampa and Atlanta, and so I'm on the pre-sale list for Ticketmaster. I'll probably go online and see if I can get one of those locations.
But you're definitely,
but one way or the other, I'll definitely be going to one of those shows. Yes.
I got to be honest with you. When I saw that, we had heard some things. We talked about it here on the show like a year ago, and obviously the loss of Neil Peart actually, I think it actually helped the cause. I think if Neil Peart was still alive, I don't think they'd be on the road. But I think because he passed away, they thought, hey, listen, life's too short. Let's get back together. And so because of his death, was actually a silver lining. But I was so happy for you, because I know how much you love Rush. And did you really think that you'd be able to see them live again?
No.
Yeah.
I thought that maybe one time I'd be able to go to something that, possibly Geddy Lee was doing by himself, or, Alex Lifeson was doing by himself.
Mm-hmm.
But never did I think that both get together and get a new drummer, that it's pretty cool. So I can't wait to see it. I'll let you know which one I get the tickets for.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to give a shot and try to go as well. I'm promising it's a New Year's resolution for me a little early this year, but I'm going to promise. I went to that Fish concert. I've gone to 4 concerts this year, and I used to go to like 25 or 30 concerts a year, and I used to love it, and I used to work it. Now I can just enjoy it. I'm gonna promise myself that I'm gonna go and see as many bands as I can in 2026. I'd like to see the Eagles again. Paul McCartney, I'd like to see him again. I think he just played Atlanta a couple weeks ago. But yeah, I just have not got a chance to go see some of these big acts, so I'm going to do that. All right, Halloween coming up. Before we jump into some biz, talk some things. Give me your first Halloween song. It's a big Halloween week. Go, baby.
Yeah, baby. We went with a little AC/DC, Highway to Hell.
Highway to Hell, that was one of the bands that I was supposed to see this year. I was in the car driving up to Nashville. I was so damn angry. We got a half an hour away, and all of a sudden I get a notification from Ticketmaster they've canceled the show because of bad weather. And I was like, you got to be kidding me, man. And they did the following night. I could not go. I was so bummed out. I had my kid with me, and I've talked years about taking him to an AC/DC concert, and unfortunately, we couldn't make it happen. But they're not dead yet. I'm not saying they're going to come out with another concert, but I think they're done. I'd be surprised if they went back on the road, but who knows? I mean, it's a possibility.
Yeah,
so we'll see what happens.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. Something you never know is you never know what's going to be on your website, birmingham.woodhousespas.com. It's always good stuff. I know the last week when we talked, you were already starting to get ready for some of your holiday stuff. I can't believe we're almost 2 months away from Christmas. How much time and planning do you put into what you do for your website? I'm sure you have stuff in the past you probably bring back up again, but you change with the times, correct?
Yeah, we'll change it probably probably the first week of November. We'll probably start updating the packages and things like that for holiday season, Christmas. Once we get through, Halloween, and then that next week we'll probably update with all the new packages and gift card specials and all that good stuff. But I don't want to go ahead of myself because we have a big special for Halloween week this coming week. Yeah. Well, when the show airs, it'll be it'll be on.
Yeah.
So we are doing a Halloween. It's a spectacular spa special. Okay,
spectacular spa special. I like that. That's good. Yeah.
And it's going to be bring a boo to the spa, and you and your boo will both get 20% off.
Oh, I like that. That's good. That's good.
So it's bring a boo, and it's going to be every day, Monday through Friday, all the way through Halloween. Just bring a friend, bring your husband, wife, whoever. Bring one person, and we're going to give both of those people both 20% off any services they have that day. That
is perfect. And is this something you did a call ahead of time? Is it, because you take walk.
Well, we're gonna book. So you can book it online. You can get the special booking online, or you can call. So let's say the first show is going to air on Monday, which will be the first day of the special. Mm-hmm. There'll be openings, at that point to book throughout the rest of the week, but it will get filled up. So I would recommend if you can booking early.
Absolutely. Great stuff, man. Spectacular spa. I love that at the Woodhouse Day Spa. That's very good. Bring your boo. I love it. That's good. I like that. That's really good. All right. Info at TonyCurryRadio.net. Info at TonyCurryRadio.net. Angie in Birmingham wants to know what's the best anti-aging cream, or what's the best way to keep my face from folding up and she says like a tent chair. What's the best way? What's the best thing for anti-aging creams?
Well, we've got a couple. We have SkinCeuticals products, and we have Babor, and we have Dr. Dennis Gross. 3 different options. All of them have anti-aging products in there, and we also have an anti-aging facial that we do. So, what I would recommend is if you can come in for that anti-aging facial, you get that. Then you can talk to the esthetician, and she'll take a look at your skin and recommend, which product line that should go with. So then you'll get the facial, you get the service, and that will begin the process. And then you can take home the product that they recommend. And I think you'll definitely see a difference with these products.
There you go. Info at TonyCurryRadio.net. Info at TonyCurryRadio.net. Thomas down in West End says, listen to the show. Love the show every single week. I'm a big classic rock guy despite the fact that I'm black. He said, damn, why do black women age so well? That is such a great question. And I'm glad it came because I'm a white guy. It could come from me, but the fact that it's coming from a black man down in West End. But black women do, and black men do too. I've seen some black friends of mine who are like in their 90s, and I swear they don't look like day over 60, day over 70. They don't get wrinkles. What's
black
up?
Skin is great.
What's up with that?
I don't know what the makeup is, but you see older black women with beautiful skin, white too, but especially black women just I don't know, they don't seem to have to use as much product, those kind of things. It seems like it's more natural. So lucky them,
Yeah, no, I don't know what, is it because they use different types of creams, or is it because, I would think it would have something to do with the sun, obviously because their skin tone is darker. Now I've got 2 sons who are Latino, And they hardly have to put any sunscreen on because their skin acclimates itself so well to the sun that they don't get burned. But I wonder if that has something to do with it. You think?
I don't know. I could probably do a little research on it and find out, but I would imagine it's genetics too. It have something to do with the skin.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. All right. Info at TonyCurryRadio.net, info at TonyCurryRadio.net. Yancey in Homewood wants to know about acupuncture. Is it something you've ever had done? Is it something you'd ever do? What exactly does it? She said, the idea of having a bunch of tiny needles stuck in my arm, since she doesn't like shots.
Yeah.
She said, but people that hate shots have no problem with acupuncture. Why is that? And let's talk about some of the benefits of it.
Yeah, apparently, you obviously have to know what you're doing and be certified in it. But there's certain points in the body that when they put these needles in there, it's supposed to relieve pressure from different areas, muscle. I actually had, when I had some lower back issues, I did a short period of time of rehab, and they actually used acupuncture as part of the treatment. And no, it's not painful. I mean, you feel a little prick, but there's just certain spots that they put them in that I know there's a rhyme or reason. I guess it's nerves or where certain things are located. But it seemed to help me. And I don't think, and this was a very well-known, rehab facility. So I don't think I'd be doing something that just doesn't work. So if you have, something like let's say you have muscles issues or nerve issue in the back, and you having issues with your lower back, especially a nerve issue, I'd say go ahead and try it and see if it relieves the pressure.
Yeah, I mean, and I think a lot of things have to do with the brain. I think that we know that the placebo effect works. And I think a lot of people, yeah. I know that my ex used to have issues with migraine headaches, and she went into a rehabilitation, I think Alabama Spinal Rehabilitation down there, and they started doing the infrared laser treatment across the forehead, and she actually felt like it worked a little bit. Now, after a period of time, it stopped working, but at least for a short period of time, anyway, she felt like, so I mean, whatever works for you, you know what I mean? In some cases, acupuncture may work, in other cases, but it's kind of like hypnotism though. I mean, if you go up on stage and you're open to being hypnotized, chances are it's going to be a pretty funny bit. But if you're fighting it the whole time, they will not be able to hypnotize you. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So you have to kind of side up with it and let it rip. All right. Give me another song here for Halloween coming up here, because we always run out of time on our music. But give me another great Halloween song, and then we'll continue to rock and roll it. Yes, sir. I almost didn't play this because that damn Saturday Night Live skit ruined it for me, because I hear that damn cowbell every time. Cowbell. Damn it. But I had to play it for the Halloween special. Blue Oyster Cult, Don't Fear the Reaper. Don't Fear the Reaper. I love that, man. That is so funny. That is great. More damn cowbell. We need more cowbell. Info at TonyCurryRadio.net. Info at TonyCurryRadio.net. We also want to talk about your 6 for $5 deal. I know that's something that you're very, very proud of. Do they do that at other Woodhouse Day Spas, or is that something you just do? Yeah, most do. It's optional as far as the franchise goes, but it's I would say probably 90% of spas do it, and it's a great deal because, if you come like every other month, you can use them in a year. So it's you basically pay for 5, you're going to get 6 services. Be anything on the menu, and you can choose any service on the menu. So you're basically getting one completely free service. And it's very versatile. They don't expire. You can share them with friends and family. You can gift them here and there. So it's really a great special. And the good part about it is it's the year-round deal. It's not seasonal, so you can get that anytime you want. Yeah. All right. Info at TonyCurryRadio.net. Info at TonyCurryRadio.net. Let's see. Tabitha here wants to know about bath bombs. She's like, I can't get enough bath bombs. I use them all the time. She said, how long have they been around? I guess she just started finding bath bombs about a year ago. Yep. She's like, I used to just take the whole thing of shampoo and just spray it into my bathtub. She goes, I never really was a big bath person until I got, she goes, and if you've never tried a bath bomb, I guess they've changed so much. They're so good. And now they're so good for your skin. Just to line them. I know I got a 13-year-old daughter who absolutely loves bath bombs. Yeah, so we do have some in our retail area, and we usually load up on those things around
before the holidays to sell retail because they go so well. And there's different, there's lavender bath bombs, there's eucalyptus, there's all kinds of different ones depending on, what the scent you want. And yeah, they're really popular. And, the ones that we have typically, they're pretty big. So you can usually use them a couple of different baths. It's usually not just good for one. A lot of them will smooth out the skin. But just they're great. They're very popular, which is why we load them up. And I think last year we actually put like a gift box of like 4 big bath bombs together, and it was a great success for the holidays, like great stocking stuffer kind of thing.
Yes.
So I think we're going to do that again this year.
Yeah, that is, I mean, for any, and I say men too, because if guys want to take a bath, I'll take a bath maybe once or twice a year. And whenever I do it, I really enjoy it. I'm a big guy, so it's kind of hard to lay in a bathtub and thoroughly enjoy it because I usually don't have one big enough. But whenever I do, I get a bath bomb, man. And I mean, they smell good, they feel good. And certainly if you're in there with somebody special, it makes it even funner. So consider getting a bath bomb. And there's like a million different ways you can go with that too. At the Woodhouse Day Spa, Birmingham.woodhousespas.com, Birmingham.woodhousespas.com. Thomas in Birmingham. What is this? No, I'm not going to read that. No. Let's go to Johnny. This is why I need to read these. Johnny says, love the show. Listen to it every single week. It's 2025. Ask Stuart what the life expectancy of a man will be in 2125. In 100 years, I mean, you're a guy on the cutting edge. You know what's going on. You know how people are doing things to make their bodies last longer and feel better and stuff. And I read something about, I was doing something on Dark Side of the Pooch. It's our veterinarian show with Dr. Rab Stewart. They are now creating a pill. It's in a testing situation right now, but they have over 1,000 animals involved in it. And it's supposed to add 2 to 3 years of life to your dog. Not sure how it works. And they're like, well, if it can work for an animal, why couldn't it work for a human being? But what do you think the life expectancy? Because COVID knocked our life expectancy back a little bit. But I think like in the 50s, I think it was like 67 or something like that. So we've added about 10 years. But what do you think it's going to be in 21, 25?
Well, I was about to say, I think we might get another 10 years.
Do you really?
Yeah, because, for example, well, hopefully by then, we're pretty cutting edge as far as, curing cancer or at least putting it off, at least managing cancer, those kind of things. But I would imagine by then, if not a cure, then there'll be something that's going to kind of like the AIDS epidemic where now you can just delay it forever with these drugs. Yeah. So just that one thing, if they can cure or postpone, will immediately, extend the life expectancy of everybody because, that's probably the number one natural killer, I guess you'd say. So I just think the advance in medicine over the next decade or century rather, would at least expand that, I would think, 10 years. Yeah.
Let's go to, let's do another song because I got some more emails. Right. I got to get through. It looks like I got to read through them because there's a lot of emails here that are unrelated to the spa business, which is fine. You can ask Stuart whatever, and that's half the fun. Sometimes we throw them different questions. I actually have a Bruce Springsteen question I'll ask you here in just a second. Give me another great song here as we get ready for Halloween a week from tomorrow. I can't believe it.
Yeah, we're going to do a little Sympathy for the Devil by the Stones.
Sympathy for the Devil from the Rolling Stones. I never forget, I was in the upper deck at Legion Field when they were here for the Steel Wheels tour, and I thought the deck was coming down. Everyone was like, woo-hoo, and they were singing that. I'll never forget, man. I thought the deck was, and actually they brought the deck down less than 2 years later because I think structurally damaged. I think the Rolling Stones almost took Legion Field down, man. I thought the thing was going to, I thought it was going to flash. I thought it was going. Emails, info@TonyCurryRadio.net, info@TonyCurryRadio.net. Bert wants to know, ask Stuart if he's going to go see the new Bruce Springsteen rockumentary and what is his favorite rockumentary.
Not a big fan.
I saw Jeremy Allen White, who plays Bruce Springsteen. I saw him on Kelly and Mark this morning. And amazing story. And he's getting up there, and they picked him, and they're like, okay, so do you sing? He's like, no. And do you play guitar? No. And he's like, well, I'm sure you're going to bring somebody in to sing the parts. And we found that, whenever you do that, you can never pull it off. You can never pull it off and make one person look like they're supposed to be singing another. So you're going to have to learn how to sing and learn how to play guitar. And they basically gave him 6 months and said, here's a voice coach and here's a guitar, learn how to. And so all the stuff he does on film is him, which is amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it makes me want to go see it just to see how good he is. Yeah,
I mean, it would probably be interesting in just seeing the the life experiences and things that he went through. As far as the music goes, there's a couple of things that I like, but he's never been like one of my favorites. But as far as the new, the Led Zeppelin documentary, that's excellent, of course. There's a couple of them, but there's a new one that just came out, I guess about a year ago.
Yeah.
And I used to like, I guess they don't have it on. Remember the VH1 they used to have Behind the Music?
Yes.
That was a great series because, they weren't long documentaries, but it was very interesting, and there's so many different bands they did it on. I'll watch anything, is when it comes to music and
me
behind
too.
the scenes kind of stuff.
I watched the Bobby Brown thing. It was a 3-night thing, and I'm not a big New Edition Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston kind of guy, but man, he was just sitting around a table with his homies and just talking about his life, and man, just to see how big he got and how it fell apart, it was just amazing. I mean, it really is incredible. Yeah.
So I'll pretty much watch anything when it comes to that.
Good stuff. Info at TonyCurryRadio.net. Info at TonyCurryRadio.net. Stacy in Cincinnati, Ohio, and this one caught my eye because I am from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I think I actually know who Stacy is. Stacy says she works for a spa in the Cincinnati downtown area at a hotel. And she was asking, please ask Stuart how he deals with customers who are a pain in the ass. She said she's got several customers who obviously they're just typically a pain in the ass because they keep coming back, right? If you got customers, and I'm sure you have customers that keep coming back, they complain. She said normally it's something about an unmet expectation, like they're expecting something they know we don't do. Right. But they're always like, well, I thought you did that here. And she's like, no, I explained to you last time. We don't do that here. Right. They feel undervalued or ignored because they really want preferential treatment. They want to make sure the whole damn place stops whenever they walk in the door and they're the only ones in. And then they also talked about external stressors that they carry into the spa experience. She's like, are you ever in a good mood when you come to see me? And she actually kind of jokes with this one, but she's like, it's kind of a going thing. But whenever she knows, she sees her on the list and she comes in once a week, she says this woman does. She just knows it's going to be a pain in the ass. How do you deal with that?
Yeah, she's exactly right. And every spa has that, including us. Mm-hmm. We do a lot of training with the front desk and, of course, management to be able to deal with that and just to expect it, And, of course, the ones that, number one, they wouldn't be coming back if you weren't doing something right. That's the first thing I tell the managers. And, you don't want to discount their complaints, but they would not come back consistently if you're really that bad, right? Mm-hmm. So we just deal with it, and we just there have been points where even in New Orleans, I can think of one guest, maybe one or two, that we finally had to say, look, we just can't, we can't satisfy you, and
wow,
I mean, because it drained the staff, drained the managers, it drained other guests if they were in the quiet room just complaining. It just really, it's draining the whole spa. So there can come a point where you have to finally say, I think you'd be better off going to a different spa that you'd be happy with. Yeah.
I always found in a typical radio station, because we were so competitive, but I'd always get people, we had people that would win stuff from us all the time. And no matter what I did, I tried to set the phone lines up so they couldn't win, but they'd win. They'd get through every single time. and they were professional radio station winners. I would go to other radio gigs and I would see them other radio gigs and it would piss me off. off because I'm like, they're winning some of our trips and some of our cars and some of the things we give away. And I know they're listening on the radio station, and they don't always make it a point to let me know about every other radio station, whatever other radio station. I imagine you probably have some people coming in saying, oh, I use a different spa service, and when I'm there, they do this. And you just want to go, right. And you so badly want to go, why don't you go back there? If they do it so well, then why don't you get your ass out of here and go back and use it? But why are you sitting in my chair? If something like that. So yeah, I can certainly see that.
It's, my staff's great with it. And of course I have the benefit of being the owner, so I can say, go find another spot, but the managers really can't because they don't know when to do it, when to not do it. But, no, I mean, and they can become, we've had a couple of guests that, become abusive to the staff, like personally abusive.
Really?
And when that happens, it's an immediate ban. It's red flag it. You're not welcome back, that kind of thing. But that doesn't happen often, but it has happened.
Yeah. Let's do one more, and then we'll do a couple songs back to back here as we celebrate Halloween, which is coming up a week. We're doing.
Well, we only have two more, right?
We only got two more. Well, yeah, we'll play those songs. You want to get them back to back, or do you want to do one now? We'll do another email question.
We'll do one and then email and then
okay.
Do the last one.
Go ahead. Give me the fourth song. Let's go.
It's the little Cranberry Zombie.
And I thought maybe you would play something from the Zombies, but I think, is that a little before your time?
Yeah, I'm not so familiar with them. So
Time of the Season. It's a good song. That's a great song there from the Cranberries and the Zombie. All right, fine. We got some more time for email questions. That's good. info@TonyCurryRadio.net. Ted in Northport wants to know, how is Stuart Rome using AI at the Woodhouse Day Spa?
So I use it fairly often. I'll get recommendations on marketing, just bounce stuff off of it, kind of, whoever's back there answering the questions. But I use it a lot also for finance. Like 401k questions for the staff. Like, what's the maximum we can do this and that? And so I use it a lot. I don't use it to say, hey, generate a marketing plan for me, that kind of thing. Yeah. But I do use it for specific, and that's when it works the best, is when you're really more specific. Like, year 2024, what is the max 401k contribution if I'm a sole proprietor making this? If you're that specific, you get a great answer. But if you just say, what's the max 401k? There's so many different options because, that it just did not narrow it down enough.
It is. You know what? I'm afraid to use it. I am afraid to use it because I'm afraid I'll never get off of it. I got friends of mine that use it every single day. They're hooked. They just love asking the questions. I've got another friend of mine who swears that he's not addicted to it. I don't know what else you call it, but I mean, it's like his best friend. I mean, the first thing he does, he gets up in the morning and just has a conversation with it. He just has a conversation with his AI. He's like, how you doing this morning? And it will, I mean, it's like having somebody, and it's great. It doesn't pick fights with you. It's like, he said, you turn the damn TV on. I talked to my AI. I said, fair enough. I mean, that's fair enough. I mean, that's true. I have to turn my TV on. And that's why a lot of people listen to radio stations and stuff like that, because they want the company, but it's crazy and it's only getting better and better and better. There's no doubt a time when we're just not going to need, if we could just have one that would, sexually satisfy us, we'll be good to go. Well, let me know.
That's what happened.
We already have robotics in our spa rooms, man. Why not have, we already build robots. I don't think it's going to happen during our time, but I hope it doesn't, because I'll be losing out for sure. All right. info@TonyCurryRadio.net. We'll always take your email questions. Give us a call. We love it. 905-7676, 905-7676, the phone number. Birmingham.woodhousespas.com, Birmingham.woodhousespas.com. All right. Now we got time for one more song here, and we'll let it fly here. Happy Halloween to you, my friend. What you got?
Happy Halloween to you and everybody else. And we're going to finish it off with a little Warren Zevon, Werewolves of London.
This has been a special presentation of Tony Curry Radio.